Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the link. I want to take you through this journey that we went on with a client. It was 2 years, a lot of hard work, but a great outcome in the heel of the reel. Our client in question was a very hard-working person, but often, he won't mind me saying this, would often self-deprecate, so often would pretend that he couldn't understand things or would make out that he was silly or not as smart as he was. He's an incredibly smart man, very talented man, and very good at what he did, but not necessarily good at managing himself and scaling his business. And that's what I want to show you, how we solve those problems for him. A little bit about us. We're a pay-on-result business coaching firm, so we're the only one in the country. We don't get paid in full unless our clients hit their financial targets. We hit almost every single financial target that we set. And being able to help clients like this, literally change their whole life, is a really rewarding thing to do. So let's get stuck in. The first thing that was completely wrong with this business was that all the forecasting, all the job management, everything that was scheduled in to support this business to grow had two major flaws. The first, it was all dramatically attached to our business owner. So it was all on his phone, it was on his personal laptop, it was just not accessible, not repeatable, not scalable. And the second thing was all the forecasts, all the considerations, and all the people that he was paying money to help him grow his business, i.e. other business development programs, marketing agencies, etc., they all ignored the fact that his job was dramatically impacted by weather and therefore not necessarily an annualized measurable. You can't just multiply your targets by 12, you have to weight them to different times of the year. So everything that he was kind of setting out to do was set up to, one, be dependent on him and suck his time, and two, was almost set up to fail because there was no weighting against the demands of the literal weather that was going to impact his ability to be an effective roofer. So we addressed that. We started to unpick those two challenges. We redefined the models. In our diagnostic process, we rebuilt the whole plan, really clear, and we highlighted all the concerns and how we're going to get around them. So it set him up from the beginning to once he could actually see what the real demands of achieving this type of target was, he was able to be much more confident in his ability to pursue it. So once we did that, we realized that there's actually a lot of demand for roofing work in his area and also within Australia. So we did a couple of little tests to market for roofing, and it was roof repair, roof replacement, you name it, and also some plumbing work as well. And I can tell you that very quickly we could see that there was huge demand up and down the coast based on his marketing and advertising. The limiting factor for us was legitimately the geographical region that we could actually reach within that time frame. So we would have people calling and asking for work consistently off our marketing, which wasn't necessarily the most complex marketing or even the most effective marketing we've ever done. There was just this hunger at the time for work. So what we realized was the speed to lead was going to get us the work. So how quickly we could get to the client and actually get them a quote, and more importantly a deposit, was actually the thing that was going to make sure that this worked. However, we couldn't necessarily get up and down the coast all the time just visiting these homes and locking in these deals because it was just a massive time cost. So I can't talk about this in great detail because it is still the client's proprietary limited strategy that they've employed us to build. But basically we found a way to, within about 45 minutes, be able to quote a job with almost 100% accuracy and with healthy profitability and secure that deposit on the phone. What I can tell you is that we weren't seeking large deposits the same way other providers were. We were seeking literally small commitment deposits that were able to lock those deals in. Now, once we had those deals taken care of, the client was onboarded in a really efficient way operationally. So there was an educational process that the client needed to go through to understand how we're going to work, how we're going to be really helpful for them, and minimize any delays or hiccups where we turn up to a job and then we can't do the job for these reasons, right? And we're very clear in the onboarding in terms of the client's responsibility to giving us this information. So all of that was taken care of in the onboarding, sales, and marketing, and it basically just printed us a bunch of leads that we could have on a wait list within reason to then go and deliver and realize our profit from. And this is where it got really interesting, is that we could see that there was very strong demand. We were curating this demand in a really effective way to get work, And then we were closing the work as we were required, and we were going to hit our target. But we decided we'd change things up a little bit. We did something very interesting. We actually went with our confirmed leads and we rapidly expanded, not through hiring full-time employees and part-time employees, but by sourcing subcontractors who could fulfill the work for us in a shorter time period, and then being able to come back to us, obviously for more work, more consistently. So rather than us hiring a bunch of staff, we went to a contractor model where we go to local businesses to where we got the lead and actually give them the work, maybe halve our profit, but we got basically 50% of our net profit, 50% of our gross profit on the job, just from our sales and marketing engine. And that's how we scaled really reliably. It became this direct engagement process with strategic partners to then be able to literally become our arms and legs on the job. And our client saw himself scale very, very quickly to a very healthy number. And the debate at the moment is whether or not we keep doing this or whether or not he actually sells. His intentions are not to be a roofing mogul. As I said, he's quite a simple guy. He kind of just likes family, hunting, hiking, that sort of stuff. And he's making more money now than he can shake a stick at. So my bet is he'll probably sell the business to a larger company and go from there. But anyway, I hope it's been helpful. If you'd like to look at this in any more detail, or if you'd like to have a chat to us about it, please click the link below, book in a call, and it'd be great to hear from you.